All right, let's go back to Crypto.com arena. Austin Reaves with Mike Trudell.
All right, Austin Reaves. So with this win, 50th on the season, you do secure the 3 seed for the Western Conference playoffs. I know it's been a long season. A lot has happened, but that right there is accomplishing something towards your ultimate goal.
Yeah, I mean, the Western Conference is such a, competitive, every single night. Doesn't matter who you play. It's always competitive. And for us to be the 3rd seed is a big accomplishment. Now we have one more Sunday, I believe. Friday.
Yep.
Friday, second day of the Masters. By the way, everybody watch. So we got one more Sunday, and then the real deal starts. So it's very excited.
I figured you'd get a golf reference in there. So Luka just walked by, gave you a tap on the back. Obviously, it seemed like a galvanizing moment for you guys in Texas, in Dallas, around him. What have you seen from him lately coming out of that one and into this one as you approach the postseason?
Him just being him. We've all been watching him since he's been in the league. He does stuff like he did tonight in Dallas a lot. So we expect him to do that. We want him to go be our best player every single night. And, he's one hell of a player. So happy to have him on our team. And that night in Dallas was huge for our team.
What were you and LeBron getting into on the bench there? Seemed like you were having some fun.
We were getting into it. We don't really like each other. We deal with each other just because of basketball, but other than that, friendship's not that good. But we did celebrate for a second for not being in the play-in tournament. So we battled through those days last year and the year before. And now we were, like you said, we secured that 3rd seed. So we're, super excited to, for the postseason.
Yeah, not just avoid the play-in, but secured home court for at least one round. And you guys have been playing some good basketball in this building.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we play in the best, arena in the world in front of the best fans. So anytime we, lace them up, in general, we feel good, but especially when we're here, with this crowd behind us.
Thanks for the time, Austin.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Everybody watch the Masters.
Austin Reaves, everyone watch the Masters. I can guarantee you the 3 of us are going to be watching that whenever we can, definitely tomorrow. And then Sunday, we'll be watching the Portland Trail Blazers, Lakers, and the Masters. We'll have that on as well. Big game. Austin saying that the fellows were celebrating. He and LeBron were celebrating not being in the play-in. I know we were celebrating that as well, so congratulations to the Lakers. Luka, let's start with him. 39 points, Fish. 13 of 19. 5 of 9 from 3. 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Really, the only blemish for him, I think he would tell you, is the free throw line. Just a rare bad night at the line, or he's got 45. But another great performance. And I think you said something at halftime, just the way he puts his foot on the gas in that first half.
It's not always easy to see the ball go in early in games. You're anxious, you're nervous, you're worked up, you're ready to compete really hard. And sometimes your shot just isn't there, and you have to find other ways to get yourself into the game. But for Luka Doncic, it doesn't seem to work that way. Like, he sees the ball going in the basket early and often. He's always confident, but when your best players are able to start games that way, that confidence starts to spread through the roster. Dorian Finney-Smith believes he can see the ball go in. Everybody else continues to have that confidence shooting the ball from the perimeter. So it's impressive and contagious that he gets off to good starts as often as he does. The attention that the two of those guys, bring to themselves, the amount of gravitational pull, which we talked about earlier. The Lakers have talked about this a lot. Like, Austin Reaves is now seeing, no disrespect to anybody guarding him, but he's seeing maybe the 3rd best perimeter defender on the Lakers, on the opponent's side of it. The best defensive player might go to Luka, 2nd best maybe to LeBron. Now the 3rd best perimeter defender is trying to cover Austin in screen roll, and that's tough to do. And so Austin's taking advantage of it, doing a great job playing off 2 superstar Hall of Fame guys.
It is. Anytime it's, particularly when it's like a non-contact situation, you just kind of stretch a little bit. But that's something, it's an ongoing injury, Fish, and something he's dealt with most of his career there.
Yeah, no, very, very concerning. When this initially happened, his reaction, as well as ours, when you see a non-contact situation like that, like James was just saying, it's normally not a great sign. But, you know, his body language, his energy, the rest of the game, celebrating not being in the play-in, jumping up and down with Austin.
Yeah, I think if it was serious, he would.
Looks like it's not going to be an issue.
Let's get you to the highlights. Luka and LeBron, Lakers, they're back at home. They're looking to clinch third seed against a shorthanded Houston Rockets team. Early first. He's not feeling anything there.
It's a great set. It's a great action that the Lakers ran there.
Oof. Couple possessions later, big game. This time it's Jackson Hayes' turn.
Yeah, LeBron with the little left-hand flip lob. Anytime Reaves gets behind the defense, you can guarantee they're going to throw it up.
Jalen Green played some minutes. You know, he's got the streak going. He hasn't missed a game. Rockets up 6. Can appreciate that. Big game. How about LeBron? Cross court to Rui, to Austin Reaves. Just that ball movement.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Fish pointed this out in his Access 360. Not too many people can make that zip pass, that fastball over to the corner and the extra pass. Turnover. This is a nice stick right here.
Cam Whitmore, by the way, he's in his second year. He had a career high 34. Luka ISO. He's gonna use that ISO his advantage every single time. Austin Reaves and 1. Lakers back within 1. Moments later, Fish, Luka driving. Gonna find his good friend Doe in the corner. 9-2 Laker run.
Yeah, Luka's ability. I mean, we talked about LeBron's passing. Like, Luka is just as good at hitting those shooters in the corners.
See the space that Houston Biggs giving in the matchup there against Luka, and he makes him pay. Round the back, bank, got it. 38-32. Lakers up by 6 at the end of 1. Let's go to the second. LeBron baseline. He's just going to blow by his defender. Reverse layup. James, we'll look at it again.
Well, he's still blowing by people at 40 years old and blowing by going baseline. Strong. Once he gets that left shoulder in front of you, it's lights out for you.
Up.
Really?
11. 45-34. Rockets call timeout. Fish, let's give the ball to LeBron. He's going to back him down and makes that pass. Not many people can make that pass or see good when they're in the corner.
Yeah, no, I mean, the best way to accentuate LeBron's ability is to get shooters in the corner, and he will find it.
Aaron Holiday. Prior to Campbell Hall. Austin Reaves. LeBron. Light work. Lakers really rolling here in the second. Doe. He finds LeBron, who finds a no-look pass to Jared Vanderbilt. Hits 241. Oh, that's nice. Big game.
Yeah, getting the ball in the middle. That nice baseline cut. And then the spin move again. My goodness. You cannot body up against a guy that's 6'9", 265 and think he's not going to spin on you.
Luka creating a problem. Doe. Lakers have made 7 straight field goals. And here's another one, Fish.
Yeah, just taking his time, surveying the court, felt Shepherd on that high shoulder, spun off. Easy 2 for Luka.
One more time, Fish. We'll look at this. Lakers take a 22-point lead into half. And by the way, tie their season high for half, 78 points.
Yes. Staring at LeBron coming at you in transition is not fun.
Third quarter action. LeBron to Jackson Hayes, rolling for the two-handed alley-oop slam. Just running that pick and roll to perfection. All right, Fish, so here we go. You showed it already. Here it is again. Lakers are going to call timeout. LeBron's kind of grabbing his leg groin area. He'd come out of the game, we wouldn't see him again. Another look at it. All right. Rockets coming out of the timeout. Cam Whitmore. 3 balls good. Lakers on the way back down. Luka, Doe, 89-72. Not giving the Rockets any hope. James, no LeBron, so it's Austin and Luka doing work. Little 2-man game.
Not a bad combination to have when LeBron is out. Both very reliable. Luka, you cannot give him airspace. Knocks down the 3.
Austin Reaves the steal. All the way for the 2-handed jam. Lakers up 19, Fish.
Yeah, Austin, he had, I think 1 or 2 plays before that had kind of rushed the layup, and so that time he made sure to stick it and get the 2.
Is that
James, you see how many people he drew?
Well, that's what Fish is talking about. To see that gravitational pull right there. He pulled down the whole defense.
Yep.
And then it was easy to get that out. That's what he does.
103-85. Oof. That's nice. Lakers up 20, 107-87 in the third. Luka, 39 points, 8 of 14 from the free throw line though. AR and 1. LeBron's up. That's a good sign. Isolation, Fish. Tough stuff.
Yeah, that's tough for sure. I mean, that's cooking. Good body control, good separation, eyes on the rim.
Jared Vanderbilt.
I think he gets so excited when that play is called, get it, because he knows he's going to have an opportunity to fake and go to the basket as he did. Rui, nice little turnaround.
23.
Comes the other kid from Akron.
Yeah. These two are celebrating not being in the play-in. Bronny. Luka. 140-109. Lakers secure the 3rd overall seed in the Western Conference. Their opponent still up in the air. Luka with 39, 8-7. Austin with 23, 7-6. And Doe, 6 of 8 from 3, 3 steals, 18 points. Let's head back to crypto. Lakers head coach JJ Redick speaking with the media.
JJ, did you get a bit of an ice bath?
Yes. And I just want to apologize to Kathy. Hopefully in the next 9 days, the $17,000 of damage to the carpet can get fixed. So it was about 8 ice buckets that was put on me. So, but, I think it was just for our group, you know, different versions of this team. For the guys that have been here all along, they went through every single peak and valley. I think even this 3rd iteration of this team has gone through a bunch of peaks and valleys. I'm just incredibly proud of our team. It's an accomplishment to win 50 games in the regular season in any year. I think particularly in this year, in this Western Conference it is. And it's a credit to our players. Each one at different points in time has contributed to winning. They've all participated in a winning culture. And our coaching staff, our performance staff, everybody down the line, like, so it's a great group to be a part of. We want to go win one more game, and we'll figure out Sunday who we play in the first round.
The way that kind of Luka played on the trip and then coming into today and the rhythm that he's in going into the playoffs, and just how significant do you think all of that is, considering the rest of your team and kind of how it's coalescing?
Yeah, I think it's great for Luka. All 3 of those guys, Bron, AR, and Luka, I think this last week and a half have really found a nice rhythm, not just individually, but within what we're trying to do and playing together and using each other to create advantages. And we started working yesterday. We spent about 45 minutes this morning starting to just map out. We obviously don't know when we're going to play, but starting to map out next week. And it's going to be important over the next 8-9 days to, stay in that rhythm, and we have to be smart about it. But there's still got to be some work next week. We want to prioritize rest and recovery, of course, but we got to also stay in that rhythm.
Speaking of recovery, LeBron checked out halfway through the third quarter, didn't return. We saw a wrap on his left side. Can you tell us something about how he's feeling?
Oh, he's fine. He's fine. Yeah, he's fine.
But you're Eagles fan?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I only root for winners. The Eagles, Florida Gators. I'm just kidding.
Hey, JJ, entering into media day, your first season, you said this is going to take time. You guys clinched the third seed. You just had multiple ice buckets poured on you. How would you say your first season went?
It's not done. And I spent all of 3.5 minutes on the flight back from Dallas just thinking about making the playoffs and thinking about the coaching profession. And I think as a coach, you're obviously judged on regular season wins and losses and your ability to get to the playoffs. But I think the other two things that you're really judged on are the way you're able to handle the pressure of the playoffs, the adjustments, the in-game stuff. There's still so much work that we have to do, myself, our staff. And then I think you're also judged on the culture you create and whether or not your players and everybody in the building like coming to work.
Lakers and Blazers play on Sunday in the regular season finale. All the action can be seen right here, beginning with pregame at 11:30, tip-off at 12:30. Much more ahead. Lakers clinched the 3 seed against the Rockets. Luka Doncic was 39. We'll hear from the Dawn coming up. It's the Arrowhead play of the game. James, it's Luka. It's to LeBron for the early dunk.
Yeah, Luka from, top of the key from the perimeter as a passer. This time they take him into mid-post where he's going to draw a lot of attention, and then he's able to find, multiple choices there. That time LeBron over the top.
D-Fish, you going to break it down already? A little Fish's focus?
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Let's go. You're going to the wall, right?
Yeah.
3 seed.
Let's go, man.
Great suit.
Go to the wall. We built that wall for something, man. Come
on. One of the things the Lakers have been talking about a lot is, where some people call it a big three, but 3-player action between Luka, Austin, and LeBron. Ball in the post to Luka, the clip we just watched. Multiple guys here, but watch Austin back screen. And if they make a mistake there, which they do, Austin would be open coming off the screen at the top by Jackson. Here again, ball in Luka's hands. LeBron, if this guy's on the top, these guys they know to just throw that ball up over the top. LeBron will go get it like a wide receiver or a tight end, meet that ball at the top. And he makes a great drop off to Vando there, cutting to the basket. And then here, this is just, playing together, reading the situation. Holiday trying to front LeBron. Austin already knows LeBron's going back door. Good pass, good recognition. And then again, Luka coming off, little zoom action there. Jackson rolling to the rim. Guys hugged up on Luka and Austin in the corner here. And so you can just see, offensively moving guys around, putting them in different spots, putting LeBron and Austin in that strong side corner, opens up Jackson on that lob. So just little things, creating great shot opportunities. That's why the Lakers are shooting so efficient, shooting 60% tonight from the field.
All right, guys, the Lakers will host a playoff series in L.A. for the first time since 2012. LBJ and Reaves, love it. More reaction from the clinching win coming up. Moment of the game, James. It's Luka dancing, kicking it back out to Dorian Finney-Smith, one of his 6 threes.
I don't know why you got big fella out there tap dancing like that, man. That's tough, you know.
Gaten.
Yeah.
Let's hear from Austin Reaves again, speaking to the media.
You guys clinched number 3 in the West. You have won 7 out of 10. You buy yourself a couple extra days of rest. Knowing Sunday doesn't matter. Just what's the feeling of accomplishment for this group tonight?
Feels good. We've obviously been through ups and downs throughout this year. You know, I was joking with my best friend the other day, talking about how I feel like this year's been 5 years in total, but then again, feels like it just started at the same time. Like, as much as this group's been through, every time we hit any type of adversity, we bounce back, and, you know, that's all you can ask in a group.
A couple weeks ago, JJ mentioned building a playoff mentality, and it seems like you guys have taken a big step in that since everybody got healthy on March 22nd. What have you seen from that perspective, and I guess what you guys care from the last couple weeks into the playoffs starting next week?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, playoff time is all about executing and, you know, paying attention to the details. You can win by the, you know, smallest margin, or you can lose by, you know, a couple mess ups. So you have to be sharp every single possession. You obviously know you're not going to be perfect, but anytime you strive to be, perfect, you know, the better your team's going to be. So just taking that, you know, into the season or into the postseason is very important for us.
Austin, there's a stat that's circulated recently that 76 of 78 NBA champions have been top 3 seeds. You guys locked up the number 3 seed. Do you feel like you guys are building towards that and have a real shot at that based on where you're at in the playoff seeding?
Yeah, I mean, I did not know that stat, so thanks. But yeah, we feel very comfortable with what we got in the locker room. You know, from, you know, front office, coaching staff to players, we're all locked into one goal, and that's, you know, to win a championship. And like I said, we feel very comfortable with what we have. You know, we can play different ways, and then, you know, we got, you know, the best player to ever play the game, and then, you know, probably arguably going to be, you know, one of the best players to ever play the game in Luka. And then around that, we have guys that are just bought into winning, and that's what you need when you're trying to make a run like that.
Austin, back here, what kind of impact has J.J. Redick had on this team?
Huge. When the Lakers hired him, I had talked to him a couple times previously, and I knew his IQ of the game. But, you know, obviously there was all the talks about, you know, he's never coached at any type of high level or anything like that. And since day one, he's been super professional, super locked into one goal, and that's getting the team to buy into what the coaching staff wants. So he's been huge in what we've done, and I can't give him enough credit for what he's done for me, you know, the team. Happy to, you know, go to war for him any day.
Austin, I was asking JJ about the defense and sort of LeBron's role in it, and he mentioned a play today where, like, LeBron, you were on somebody and LeBron told you to get out of the way. And would you describe him as like a quarterback on defense? Is that his role, or is it a middle linebacker? You know, that sort of vocal role he plays there?
To be honest, I don't really know football that much. Okay. But he talks about it all the time. Yeah, I mean, he is, you know, our vocal leader on and off the court. He leads by example every day. He shows up to work happy, smile on his face. And obviously his IQ is second to none. So anytime he's, you know, talking on court, off court, everybody's locked into what he has to say. And it's big for us when he's on the court talking like that, because, like I said, his IQ is so high that he's seen a billion possessions in the NBA, so he's guarded every type of you know, player that's been in the NBA. He's seen every scheme. So if there's someone to listen to, I think it would be him.
Austin, by securing this number 3 seed, obviously you're going to get rest, recovery, more practice time. What for you specifically excites you most about securing this 3 seed?
I get to watch the Masters tomorrow and Sunday with a little less stress. But like you said, it's a good opportunity for us to get back in the gym, work on what we need to work on. If it's your body, skill work, watch film, whatever it is, it just gives us, a couple more days to be very prepared for, whatever matchup we have.
Luka and the Lakers handle business. 84 points in the last 2 games for the Don. Lakers clinch a 3 spot. We'll hear from Luka coming up. Okay. Let's go back downtown. Luka is speaking with the...
Luka, just how is it significant for you guys to lock up the 3 and kind of cement that spot with home court advantage for the first round at least?
Very important. It's going to be my first time having home court advantage, so I'm really excited about it. And that was our goal. Looking back maybe 5-6 games, our goal was to lock at the 3rd seed.
You could argue your last stretch of games here has certainly been your best, just in terms of efficiency. And how are you feeling that at the same time, and how much kind of confidence does it give not just yourself but the team as you head into the postseason?
Yeah, big confidence. Especially getting back in my rhythm. It's important for me. It's important for the team. So I can do everything to help the team win.
Kind of on that note, over this last 3-4 game stretch, you're finishing at the rim or near the rim. The efficiency has gone up? Is that related to comfort? Like you kind of mentioned rhythm yourself, physically, just where is that, improved efficiency coming from for you?
Yeah, I think just getting physically better. When I drive the ball, I think, like I said, it helps the team a lot. Sometimes around the rim I can score, but sometimes there's so many guys in the paint that I can create a lot of open shots. So that's what I need to keep doing.
Luka, I was wondering if you could talk about the lob chemistry you guys have on this team. It feels like everyone's just always ready, and you're kind of leading that charge. Can you just speak to that? Is it something you guys practice or prepare for or talk about, or is it just kind of you guys give each other the eyes and just get it?
Yeah, for me, I was always kind of, looking for lobs. Not for me to pass it, but we don't work on it. It's just kind of the feeling we have with each other on the court, and like I say, it's getting better.
Luka, you've packed a ton in a short amount of time since you came here. You even stayed an extra night in Dallas, did another appearance. It's been nonstop for you. How will this 9 days or so leading up to the start of the first round benefit you?
Big time. I gotta get some rest, obviously, but the good part of the season is coming, so gotta stay ready, gotta stay locked in, but for sure a little bit of rest. It's gonna be great for me.
Hey, Luka, Austin just said that he thinks that the Lakers could win a championship. You've obviously taken a team to the finals last season. What do you think is the Lakers' ceiling?
Yeah, obviously. That's got to be our only goal, and that's our only goal. I think we have the team to do it. When everybody's locked in, we're a hard team to beat, so that's our goal.
Luka, you've obviously been playing with LeBron for the past couple of months, but this is going to be your first time together in the playoffs, and you've played with great players before, but he's arguably the greatest. How do you envision you two just fitting together in the playoffs, and just what that could be like?
Yeah, like I say, it's going to be hard to stop us. But it's not just me and LeBron. We have a great team around us. Everybody helps us in so many ways. So if we want to win the championship, it's going to take all of us.
Luka, felicidades. Aseguran el tercer puesto en el oeste. ¿Cómo se siente el equipo en este momento y sobre todo para ti personalmente? ¿Qué es lo que has podido aprender de ti desde que llegaste?
Creo que ha sido muy importante acabar así, sobre todo para tener cancha en casa en los primeros playoffs. No he aprendido nada nuevo cuando juego a mi manera, o sea, cuando juego agresivo ayuda mucho al equipo y eso tengo que hacer.
Luka, también en español, me gustaría preguntarte qué piensas o qué sientes cuando la gente corea tu nombre, te gritan MVP, los playoffs están enfrente y esta afición obviamente siempre está esperando un campeonato para los Lakers.
Sí, es algo increíble, es algo que todo el mundo que juega al baloncesto quiere, que todo el pabellón grite tu nombre y es algo increíble, así que espero que no sea la última vez.
Luka,
You've been on quite an emotional roller coaster over the last few months. How have you navigated that? And with this upcoming week off, like what kind of reflection do you intend to have before the playoffs start, and to keep kind of a balanced mindset going into the playoffs?
Oh yeah, it's been a roller coaster, but my emotions I deal with by playing basketball. It's the thing I love, and going to the playoffs, trying to win every game. That's it.
Thanks, Luka.
Thank you.
230-point games, 26 and younger in the NBA. And Luka's on the list with all-time greats: Wilt, MJ, LeBron, the Big O, KD, Cap. Once again, on the list, Bob McAdoo, of course. Dorian Finney-Smith, 8 triples tonight. Lakers pick up their 50th win of the season. We'll be right back. Let's go back to Crypto.com Arena. Rui Hachimura speaking with the media.
Rui, who was the leader of the ice bucket dumping on JJ?
I have no idea. I actually didn't know we were going to do it. And I think, who was that? Was it Brown did his horse? Or Vando, and just kept going, and just the whole locker room is literally the water, straight water. But yeah, I mean, he talked about, he once he got hired, his goal was to get 50 wins and third seed. So yeah, we did it, and it was a big accomplishment for us, and yeah, that's why we did that.
Where's your confidence level at right now, considering the way you've been playing as a team since you and LeBron came back healthy, as you now enter the postseason with at least round one for home in terms of home court?
Yeah. I think, of course, we made this playoff, and we know in the play-in, so we're gonna have this whole week. I think we can. This week gonna be really important for us. Rest. Prepare for the first round, so we needed it. We talk about it. Me and Braun talk about it. We need this win to get week off, literally, so we can get healthy and prepare for the first round. So yeah, it was a whole plan, and we did that.
Rui, everyone keeps talking about this team's chemistry, and it's so clear to see how well you guys get along and how much you guys click. In a lot of videos that are shared of you guys celebrating each other, your smile is just so big and you just look so happy. What do you love about this team?
I'm just happy to be here, with this organization since I got traded here, with these teammates. I mean, we had a lot of teammates, but the core guys, I've known them for a long time. Off the court, on the court, I like being around them, be around with them, and just talk about, winning, losing. We just building our chemistry strong, every day, every week, every year is different, so I feel comfortable here, and yeah, I wanna win here. So yeah, we all have our same goals, and yeah, I think this year is going to be really, really, we have a big chance, so I'm so excited for that.
Rui, you've been on playoff teams with this organization before. You've never been on a rested playoff team with this organization. You touched on it a little bit, but how important do you think was that for this group over this last couple of weeks to really focus on avoiding the play-in and kind of controlling your own fate?
Yeah, especially with our conference, West Conference is so tight, everybody's literally, same win and loss. So, we have to focus on, us and get each game was really important for us. We lost to, crazy games, couple games, and we stressed out about that. But even that we kind of, we focus on every game, and we won all those important games, especially last week. And that's why I got to this point. So we gotta, like I say, we gotta rest this week and prepare for the first one. And just, we got a home court advantage too. So we're gonna be here for 2 weeks probably for sure, right? So yeah, I'm happy about it, and I'm ready for that.
You guys obviously have
Lakers win the home finale. They beat the Rockets. We'll wrap things up on the other side. D-Fish, Big Bucket Ballers. Rudy Gobert on there.
Oh,
why is it Western Conference Playoff Edition? Big Bucket Ballers.
Gobert. 35 points.
Okay.
Knocking Memphis into the 8th seed.
Kawhi Leonard back in business. This is the healthiest he's been going into the playoffs in a long time.
I think Denver's going to put a lot more emphasis on Gordon, I think.
Yep.
With Pope gone and Murray. How long is Murray going to be?
Murray's back. He played tonight.
Big game.
Guys, you got to have. And there he is at the end. Vanderbilt. I bet you had a plus 20-something in the plus minus. But this kid up in the Golden State Warriors, he is really elevated his game as a major threat up there with Golden State.
Guys, game 82 on Sunday, and then it's playoff time.
We're about 5.
Enjoy your Masters weekend. Fish.
All right, Gates.
Good seeing you.